everybody, Captain Scion here, back with another video for you today. In today's video, I'm going to be helping you guys pick out the best class for yourselves. But let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, welcome to the video. And now, let's get started with helping you guys pick out the best class that suits yourself and explain all of them to you. Now, let's get started with the Toxicologist. His first main attack is the Toxic Spray, which shoots up, I think, around 5 toxic streams, which hits this puddle on the ground, and when people step in it, they slow down, and it deals damage over time to them. Now, the spell is the Toxic Cloud, which is a cloud that it's just this huge, strong kind of cloud thing, and it deals huge chunks of damage whenever somebody is close or in them. But I would suggest not going in the first jump until you're level 2, unless you go into the next class. Now the next class is the Pyromancer. Your main attack is a fireball. This class is very good for close up. You send this fireball that deals 40 damage and sets a fire on the ground. Now, I wouldn't say the spell is too good because it's hard to get people in it, but it does do good chunks of damage. It's called the Flame Wolf. It is what it is. There's no explanation needed. Now, one of my personal favorites, the Frostborn, is one of my personal favorites. The Frostborn. You shoot this. You have this ice crossbow, which is very good for long range, and it leaves this icy trail on the ground, which anybody can run fast on and eventually melt. And now your spell is Flash Freeze, which freezes people in the area. Now we have the Conduit. The Conduit is basically the Frostborn, but it shoots lightning bolts that deal 12 damage to the body, don't know how much to the head, but the lightning strike is very good. It shocks people, which shocking is only something that the Conduit can do. And nobody can use it. You can move around, but you can't use any of your spells. But the lightning strike is this huge lightning bolt that deals tons of damage and shocks people. And now we have this Stone Shaper, which I'm not too big a fan of, but it does deal heavy damage and you don't take much damage. Now, Shockwave, your main attack is Shockwave. You get this eruption or this little tiny thing, just like this strike in the ground, which deals tons of damage, but it's hard to hit people with because it can't go up hills or anything. The boulder fall on the other side, though. Very good, in my opinion. Combine it with the Pyromancer and you got an OP combo. It's this huge boulder that the longer it's in the air, the bigger it is, and the more damage it does. But it's hard to hit people with. And now another one of my favorites, the Tempest, which is the final class. You're basically a ninja. You have wind shears, which are basically ninja stars, which shoot very fast and deal good chunks of damage, and they take very little mana. But to make up for the fact that that's so good, its spell is not good. Tornado, it's the Flash Freeze, but smaller, and it doesn't have any abilities or deal any damage. But to help you guys pick the best class for yourself, there's 2 factors. Whether you prefer to go close up or stay back. That's the first factor. Now the second factor is honestly your preference. Do you prefer being a tank, or do you prefer having lowered shield speed but dealing large amounts, or do you prefer dealing small amounts in mass and having lots of HP Well, that's where it comes. That's what it comes to. Now, let's start off by saying, let's say you want to be a tank and you prefer close range. The Stone Shaper is the one for you. Now, if you like short range, but you do like, and you want to deal a good chunk of damage, and you would like to have a decent amount of health, I would suggest the Pyromancer as your main. Now, for Conduit, if you want to have the Conduit fit you best, you have to like short range with not tons of damage. The Frostborn, on the other hand, long range, lots of damage. And the Tempest, close range, not lots of damage, lots of health. The Toxologist, but if you guys did enjoy this video and it did help you, I'd love it if you guys subscribe and like the video. It helps me out a ton. But thank you guys very much for watching this video. This has been Captain Scion.